guys, welcome back to our channel. We are Inspired Youth, and today we'll be discussing more of an in-depth story of what we were supposed to discuss last time, which we didn't get enough time for. But before we get into that, I'll ask our guests here to introduce themselves. Please go ahead, starting from my left.
Hi guys, my name is Shifwamiti Daniel.
I'm Kosnom Samantha.
I'm Claire Tsukada.
And I'm Majda Skada. The last time we came on the show, because he had some questions that we left unanswered. I think maybe you can tackle on those first before we get into the word, and maybe just join it as we go. So the first question was, when should I say the words "I love you"? What do you guys think?
I think maybe when you guys have gotten to know each other first. Like, you can't say I love you after a first date or after maybe 2 months of dating, because that's not enough to really know the person you're dating. I think words like I love you are to be said maybe after 6 months of dating. At least you know one can knowledge carry a bit better about that person, because you're just saying I love you based on the surface things that you're seeing this person do. And it's not always about the surface things. It's more of first before you can say you love someone. So I think maybe after 6 months, or when you really know your person.
Okay, so 6 months before we get into the I love you statements. What do you guys think?
But do you know that I might need to know a person, you might need to know me. But who I am.
True. Ndakambopinda situation yakadaro, which then gets us to the next question. But ndakambosvika situation yakadaro Dani. After being with someone for over 13 months, which is over a year, right? This person says to me, I was faking. I was not the person music, yes, everything concerning the relationship was fake. Yeah. After over a year. So now, I don't know, manje, because Moon gets a chance to portray themselves into just like my virgins, my son. When you put my virgins, I just a motor believer. Those are even in a relationship.
Yeah, like us guys, we are the ones who fake.
Very much. Very much.
But like I'll be coming to you, pretending and do whatever. Like this is all good I can just give you. But I think there is the issue of maturity when it comes to that issue. When I come to say I love you, I should be matured. Because we can't talk about the age. I might be 37, but you see. So there is the issue of maturity. Yeah, focus on yourself first. Because I can come and say I love you. Because if you are telling someone that I love you, now you are planning for marriage. Do you know that?
Okay, hold up. Takambotaranye emumabhazi Dani. Muchiruziya ndinyatsokupresera issue yoyo last time.
Yeah.
Ndikanyatsokuudza kuti Dani nyamabhazi yapisa streets. And now you're telling me to munhu anotaura mawedzi anana I love you. Munhu anoda kuroora.
Yeah. But now we are abusing the word I love you.
Pakaipa.
What do you think, Kosi?
Maturity. Yeah, makes sense.
We are together, right?
Yes, because okay, let me air this out. Funny you want to talk about
like seriously?
Yeah, but I would say both sexes actually do that. So I think as sometimes they happening in common. What's still was kind of don't they say, but
what sort of faking are we even talking about?
Faking to love you. imagine, last week we talked about a scenario where wakatozadza bhazi. It's not kuti vasikana ndo vega vakazadza mabhazi kana ndo vakomana vakazadza mabhazi. Tese tiri in the record of kuzadza mabhazi. So if you want to check kuti vanhu vakakuudza kuti vanokuda varipi zvinezvi nemawandiro vakaita. Number one, vanhu vangani vawakaudzawo kuti unovada bheki usingavadi because of other reasons that you actually, of other things that you wanted to benefit from the guy. So it's in both ways where mese munogona kuudzana maudzi iwawo musingarevesi because izvezvi kana tiri kuwirirana kuti vakomana vodani vasikana ende tese tine mabhazi saka zvikureva kuti tese hatisi serious kwete kuti one inyaya yacho linked to one sided.
Saka sise zvangofanana.
Yeah, it's, I think it's about 6 na 9 because hatingati vakomana vanonetsa kudai vasikana ndo vanonetsa. Tese tukudaro, tese we are involved in this thing. Tese is because of this whole issue maturity.
Okay.
With from taking it from the book. Those words anonzi I love you asima vare ekutamba nawo. That's why tine tatwa ne trailer. Bhazi kwatwa ne trailer.
Wait, 50-seater nema trailer kumashure. Akomana
50 zodiki.
Hey.
Kwatwa nema 8.
I can't begin to can. No.
I can't. So tese atisi serious.
Okay.
Because look at it. When I love you, most of us when we talk about love, we are one-sided. Yes, a guy can be mature in terms of musoro, responsibility, and is calm, right? In terms of my situation, anokwanisa kuma calm down, but let's not leave this whole issue, maturity, finance, home, because muna harori nemuromo mawedze kuti I love you harori.
Okay.
Munhu anoitawo mature even muhomwe make.
Asataudza munhu kuti I love you.
Yes, because even Adam akatanga apiwa munda.
Okay.
Asati apiwa gero.
Alright.
Akapiwa zvinhu zvese.
Saka apa paumwe yekutaura izinyaya yemari chete, it's also nezvimwewo zvinokupawo mari here, or specifically money.
Kutoziva kuti unotoshanda chete.
Kuva handsome, when something maoko.
Yes, you must have something more.
Okay.
A mature guy, anoonekwa ne, what you call it, like composure, right? Muna ne composure, kureva kuti kana asvika pa moment yekuti akudza musikana kuti I love you, ava ready. Kumumiririra kwete kumurora kumumiririra bhebhi rikati rakurwara mupesi haafaniri kufunga ka9 anofanira kutorendesa kuri possible, right? Kwadoctor mabills ndiye autometer ndo zviripo. Musikana akati anoda dress rakati anofanira kunge ane capacity of doing that. So the mature side is now, number one, something. What are you bringing on the table? Same face. And this is because I've seen relationships where tanga from nothing, but the guy is showing that he's got the potential to work and is actually working, and Antonation's robotica.
It's not about kupida movies.
Yeah.
So what you guys are saying is kuti love is a selfless act.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be selfish.
It's not supposed to be selfish.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, according to the Bible, a guy is supposed to be responsible of the rib, of the weaker. Dopa ndo maturity. Ukazonda kwanza kusvika ndakudza kuti I love you. Ndofanira kunge ndamita zvinhu zvese. because ndogona kuudza izvozvo nhasi anditi ndopedza 7 years pasina chaitika saka love yacho iri papi zvikupruvhiwa papi
pamwe ndinokuda kane mwoyo wangu asi handisandaredi kukuratidza nyaya financial issues pakatoipa because look I think last time also we talked about this. We talked about Jacob. Jacob was coming from his father's house and he didn't have anything.
Yeah.
He got into Laban's place and ndopakabva asangana asaramboona sekuru vake Laban akatona mpepi wake akachema vakachema kubva andopinda mumba mira ndisvike mapointi yangu saka apinda mumba handiti after like 7 Laban vamudzoti sha inini hakundokuda mwana wako fair ndosipapa mwana wako and the guy was like okay I know you don't have anything I'm gonna give you someone to work for 7 years so I agree with you when you say maturity of the pocket is important.
Anzi, I don't have what?
I know Daunamari, so I'm gonna give you someone to work for 7 years.
Very good, very good. Washika akaratidza kuti anotori nepotential yekushanda. Baba vakato identify toona kuti uyu mukomana weko unoshanda. Anotori neenergy yekushanda anogona kuchengeta mwana wangu musikana.
Saka uri kuedza kuti vari useless vaiva hafaniri kutaura mawords ekuti I love you.
Why? Where are you going? Because okay.
I'm
being for real.
That's true.
Look at it. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sure.
Obviously, if I'm dating you, there's a point in time where you're gonna ask me, where is this going? Right?
Yeah.
Takana na 3 years. Unaweza not sure ngoma na yeah. But pane pamwe pekuti level racho rasvika ndakuudza kuti ndokuda ingaoneka na madomasi anotangawo pasina kana ruva chero ruva roapo pane nefruit yacho fruit yacho inototanga iri mbishi yozoibva love inosvika pakuibva and then what? Yes, you told me that you love me and then what? So from all the stories in the Bible, a man he has to work for that love.
Okay, so now my question is, let's say I'm turning 18 this year.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe let's say my age mates or the people lower than me.
Yeah.
And then they have girlfriends and then they say I love you to their girlfriends. They shouldn't say it because at this point avana use mu life and
No.
It's not like they don't have any use. They are not even understanding what they're talking about.
They don't even know the word love.
Okay.
Yeah, but
they just know that there is I love you.
But even though they act selfless, according to maybe the girl's eyes, they could data in that.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, maybe to rephrase Nkosi's words. His point is what he means is he's able to provide for you. Like independent of his parents and of whatever. That's what it means. So are we to live off of their parents, so to speak. Cannot really come then and say because it's something that they are working for.
Alright. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
So, love. Problem is, we look at the positives. Chet. Right? We alluded that last week, didn't it?
Yeah.
Ukachikoka gumbo nasi, kana kuti mchinda wako akachikoka gumbo nasi. Kana kuti akatsva, akaita accident, akasara ari chirema, atokwana kusvika makumbo achatoshandi. Are you going to still love that person?
Can you say the face?
I haven't gotten to say what I want to say. There's a point in time where in engaging I don't know if it's a term, pity love. Yokuti unozoti but angazomude ndiyari zvinde ndingoita sei
you see now it's now pity love. It's not like a genuine love that pakasangana nemunhu ndo zvazviri. Mufesi wako ane mari. Handiti mwana ndine mari zvese things are flowing. Urwizi parinokatriwa kudai so mari haichawi. Ucharamba uchimudai.
You know what? When you get into a relationship like that, where liabilities can be taken away, as well as assets, like the fixed ones and the current ones as well.
Yeah.
And you need to know, Kuti, why were you in that relationship in the first place? If it was really love, you were not there for the commodities that this person is supposed to provide for you. If you really love this person, you have to understand why you love that person. Okay. Maybe he was kind to you, he accommodated you, accommodated your feelings, accommodated your family, and everything. In as much as he's not able to provide, you are supposed to understand, okay, at this point in time, he's not able to provide. But since Achindida and we're willing to work towards the fact that he cannot provide and we can move on with our lives together.
Okay.
Because there are some people, Vanoti, I love you, auntie, but deep down you want the money. Because not everyone comes from a high background. Not everyone is born with a silver spoon. Some people's spoons are wooden and metal. And you don't know the intentions of a person until you realize town. I would drive a GLE, I would drive a Cadillac XT5, and then upoita mbebe arungo from road akapfeka matomi nika skate kakati nika top kakango daro and then he takes care of her. And ESSO, I want to know this guy is loaded because of the car he's driving, because of the house, because of everything that is giving me. And maybe her intentions are not pure. She's there for the money. Now when it's gone, those are the type of people who end up running away and saying, what am I supposed to be doing here? So you just need to know why was I there in the first place. Not everyone runs away. You understand?
Yeah. I agree with you, and thank you for coming to this particular point, because this is where the nyaya is, right there, the intentions of your love. So last week we then really dwelt much on it, because I love you. And then the last question before we get into the section of the day, the question is, how then, now that I know when I'm supposed to say it, how then can I say it? Because the yekungotaura isikushanda kai yekupa magifts munhu anozondidira background. So how can I say it to a person in such a way that I get a genuine response as well? Not kuti arikufarira zvinhu zvandiri kutaura, or the way I'm saying it, I don't know. How can I then profess my love to that particular other person?
Okay, so bottom line, I'm hoping we agreed for someone to say when to say them is when they're mature enough to actually. My consequences is I just now with that relationship. Yeah, I love you. And I'm not able. I'm not able to stand for whatever that comes across relationship. That's when I have to say,
I love you. Okay.
Genuinely.
Yes.
Okay, but
how then do you profess it?
Yeah. You gave an example of Jacob. What?
No,
listen, let's get
how then do I know you genuine? Because this guy was genuine, right?
Yeah.
True honesty.
So how then do you say it? Like, in a way, you put him for whatever you have.
You know, you can't necessarily say I love you. You can say it in other ways. No matter how hard it is.
Mira. Unazoti pane problem yekuti in general. And that's how people build friendships, and people get stuck in the friend zone, man. To be honest, unoya uri nice guy, hausukuta unondida, urikota must talk chena, must say niceness, must also you know, you're just stuck in the friend zone. How do you then leave the friend zone?
Muri friend zone mshinyaso family yambe mese soga. Ndozongona zinongereka nazvaiti.
Friends fall in love with friends. You can't fall in love with someone you don't know.
I'm not saying okay. I'm not saying fall in love with someone you don't know. But I'm just also saying it's not easy for a person to get out of the friend zone. You have been in a friend zone before, yes? It's not easy for you to get out of the friend zone. What holds a moon? Pesa baka kungo nice to you.
You know, where the opposite gender and kuti iwewe na Dani muri shamwari.
Hakuna pure friendship.
Pane anime intentions. My vangu vanogara chitaura kuti apana ane pure intention unless munhu ye atori nezvinotomunetsawo. Ipapo pane anotoda umwe chete and anozototaura chete.
Saka you can't be platonic friends. So we can't be platonic friends anymore.
So no, mom is right. Your mom is right. Because I still remember I have a friend, right? Anogara chinditi ko shamwari dzane musikana weshamwari wenyu uri bad. Yeah, you understand? Even vanhu vakuru iwe unogara uchiti ishamwari yangu weshamwari dzana chii exactly. So she's right. If the parties munenge mune interest, a common interest. And then also I wanted to say, answering the question of how, it's not kuti munhu wese has to be like Jacob. There's some men who do not cry. So dzewe haitobatiki. Kuchema kune anotogona kutochema but vachitofeka. Right? Anogona kutochema
achitobuda nedziwa nevasiriri achidema munhu.
Umwe anotouya like nowadays vanhu mota dzangoti cheki anotouya mapick and drops achizopika up achitokuratidza kuti zvesho but anogona kunge asiri genuine because anenge ane zvinhu zvaanenge achita anenge ane zvinhu zvaari kuda. So the how part, if you check biblically, number one, are you even praying for it? Or mkomana anongouya out of the blue? You're not even praying about it. You don't talk to God about it because God is the only, supernatural being who really understands. Yeah, sure. So, are we even praying about it? Are we in the right age to date?
What is exactly the right age?
Okay, that's fine. We'll answer that one. But are you in the right age? Are you mature enough to handle a relationship? Are you? So, those emotions you could consider. And then obviously, I cannot tell Danuguti how are you supposed to express love. Yeah, sure. Because we express it differently. Tinuma set up agasian. The way you're going to express love to a guy is because you saw someone expressing it to someone, and naturally
that doesn't make
you learned that. Okay. No, I'm just saying kuti the how part is in the akura umusha ndakaona baba wangu vachita express love yavo kuna mama vangu in a certain way. Most of it naturally ndinoita copy some of the things that the way he's expressing love to my mom. So what I'm saying is I cannot tell how, because we are different. We come from different setups on how someone has to express it. But what's important is, are you seeing that I'm expressing love to you? Are we compatible in the way I'm showing you? Kuti ndinokuda. Umwe munhu anogona kusatotawura. Mfungi sezvazvitaurika panapa. Munhu anogona kutotaura kuti anokuda. Anokuchema.
Adudu wekuchema bata.
Anongochema. Ende umwe anogona kusatokudza nhasi kuti anokuda but anogona kunge achikuda. Obva aita waJacob. Wekutonoshanda tonoudza baba wako kuti ndara inini sini randinakidza.
But do you know what? You had brought a very good point. In the Bible, it says, in 1 John, don't know how to love story. And he who knows God knows how to love. It doesn't say exactly what I said. But then, Anzi, if you don't know God, then you don't know love. For God is love. And you are in a point, for you to know how part of expressing and professing your love to the next person, you need to know God first. Because you might not express like how I express it or how you express it. And like what you're saying, you can't tell anyone how to profess their love to someone. But the instant you pray, how you profess it becomes natural. Like kuti mwari pano taura newe iwewe in prayer through his Bible, you understand many other ways of professing. You can't profess, like, let's say in how I profess my love to my older sister. Kuti ndinoenda not mashtoka naka nasiwe you know zvakapfeka zvakanaka iwe I like how you do this and this. Maybe that's not how you profess. You profess in a gift way, or in a way of kutsiura, or in a way it's different, and you learn how it's different after you pray, because God is love. Exactly.
And it's supposed to be godly.
So
probably it has answered a lot of stuff. In it being godly. Am I supposed to hug you? Am I supposed to kiss someone? Am I supposed to give you roses? Am I supposed to take it in?
Hug, is it because of COVID or what?
What are you saying,
Hug, man.
Hanze akuruma nzeve ndiwawo.
Okay.
And kuudzwa is because unodiwa. And that's also one of the important concepts that we get in this book. Because she really emphasizes how much she's telling us these things because she loves us. The same way God loves us. And God makes it even more special for us because He lives inside each and every one of us. I accept Jesus as their personal Savior. And because we learn from Him, we learn how to profess our love. And even how we take care of each other in relationships. The Bible even says, he who touches you touches the apple of my eye. And I think those are very, very important and crucial points to think around as we end this show.
Maybe before we end, there's a question that might get into our viewers' minds. How would you know that this love is not godly? Because we only talked about it being godly and what comes with godliness inside this thing called love. Saka kana iye achinamata ante kuti mwari ndinoda mukomana akadai anokunamata anoendesa muchurch anodaiso. And then that person comes, but then he has other traits inside him. Asiri
I think the important things to note.
And you're serious.
He's very serious at his statement. He's serious and he's sticking with it. But I think the important things to note is, as you're praying for your relationship with another person or whoever is going to come, it's also important to pray for yourself. Kuti kana unewo my flaws on, because everybody's got flaws and everybody has issues that we deal with, and we get to be better and understand God better because of them. So because we all have them, I think it's important kuti inini as a person, as I'm praying for my future husband or I'm praying for my boyfriend to come, I'm also praying for God to fix me. Pandisiri kugona kuzvifixa ndega. That when he does come, hapaiti clash with the titans. Because I think ndopa urikuyepo pekuti munhu anotore zveshuwa wakanamatira kubva kuna Mwari. But wotozoona kuti zvasvikuita.
Clash of the titans will always come. But we must pray to be ready to fix them in a godly way. Because apana panichasanganiswa nemunhu 100%.
Ari perfect.
Ari angelic.
Unongopiwa ari perfect for you because ari one.
No, listen. Unopiwa ari perfect in the eyes of the Lord, not for you. Because he says we are not perfect.
Yeah, sure.
So you are given someone who is perfect because the only being ane mandate ne right yekuti taura kuti munhu ari perfect ndimwari isatina. Saka God gives you a perfect person in his eyes, in his own diet kukuza kuti uyu ari perfect, right? And mese azviro kuti amuzokweshani, azviro kuti zvinhu zviri smooth. No, but the way you handle your differences, in a godly way, then because where you're coming from and where I'm coming from, tiri matombo ari kurifinana, right? Iri gravio tese tasangana ba kana iriyo perfection yacho yamuguriyo totanga kukweshana kusvika tese tava smooth in a godly way. I'll repeat, mukuvana anobva una Mwari muri kunamatira haafaniri kukumbira kisi, haafaniri kukumbira sex nguva isati yakwana. Ndo anonzi ma-red flags. Mamwe ese aya basically probably ndogona kuti small. But chikuru ndechekuti hazvifaniri kuti zvifanire kusvika iko. Handisi kuti vanokumbira zvavo, but you must be guided to know. You must be bold enough.
Hafaniri kutsamwa kana ukamurambira.
Chero akatsamwa, but kana ana Mwari anofanira kutoiwa naMwari wacho kumudza kuti kutsamwa zvako, but chokwadi ndechekuti hasifaniri kuenda. Akatsamwa anofanira kumotivetwa. Kutsamwa ikoko kufanira kumotivetwa kuti mukuru chiendai munobvisa mari muite zvamurira muchidanana nemwana wevanhu zviri official. Ndokutsamwa panofanira kuita kuri positive muna Mwari. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be.
You every day, auntie.
Yeah. Because listen, if I ask for a kiss from you and you give me, and I do it to you, you give me the kiss. I do it to Jane, I do it to Chipo, I do it to Taten, and everyone is just kissing me all over. So what's the purpose then of getting married?
And the issue here with a kiss. Next time ukamkumbira sex achakunyima.
Acha
because you don't deeper.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dominoes. Okay, guys. I think we can go ahead and give our last pointers to our viewers as we're ending the show for today. So we can start with you.
Oh, okay. I like this. Because in the Bible, when in the Garden of Eden, when Eve was created, God told her a rib from Adam. And that one, I think God has a purpose from taking from here. That I love you. You know, when someone, I'm here like this, when someone wants to hit me, what do? You cover. So I need to cover what? I need to protect my I love you. The one that I said I love you to, I need to protect that person till death. If anything happens, I need to protect.
Mashoko makukutu. Okay.
Also, topping up on this issue. Umwe nomwe zvazvokura inini newe dan tine maribs.
Yeah.
But akasiyana. But tese tine chi? Tine maribs. Saka zvazvokura ndezvekuti kana inini rib rangu inini rakasiyana nerib rako.
Yeah.
Kana rauya rinotonzwikwa kuti iri brand.
Ndoro kufanira kugara.
Ndoro kufanira kugara. Ndo exact size. And then on the issue, how my viewers, team same age group, my youth, let's not be deceived. I know a lot of people are going to have problems in this whole sex issue, kissing issue, getting intimate. But that's a very dangerous road to take in our relationships. The moment that happens, akazvangofane munhu akasvika pamusika akanhonga apple akaruma asina kubhadhara, anogona kurisiya nekuti anhu aita sei ana bhadhara, anogona kutotora rimwe, anogona kutopedza musika wese asina kubhadhara chingodya. That's the saying. So let's not allow kutreatwa semafrutsu ari pamusika. Ngatibhadharwei, value yako matters. Hakuna munhu anoti atenga chinhu chakanaka achiruma wochidzorera kumusika, hazviti. Munhu anodya fruit rake nekuti anenge apiwa fruit rakanaka rinoenderana nevalue yake. So let's ngatirambei kurumwa. Let's maintain our value that we have. Imagine fruit rarumwa rinozoita mari kana yarumwa
Half price.
I would actually ask you, Jenny, that's a very genuine question, right? Ndaruma fruit in it. Ndaruma fruit. Can you eat it? You don't know me, right? Would you eat that fruit? You don't know where I'm coming from. Are you going to, is it going to be the first choice pamsik fruit rakarumwa chisiari akakwana?
No, I would rather get rakakwana.
You see now. So
Thank you so much, Nkosi. Claire?
I think for our viewers, right, we need to learn our own self-respect before we get into those things, because you can't expect someone kuti asakupe zvinhu zvakadaro iwe wagara ungoriwo munhu akangodaro. You need to first respect yourself before you ask someone else to respect you, because how you portray yourself in front of other people is exactly how other people are supposed to see you as, and how they're going to portray you to other people that you don't know. So we should just remember that we need to respect ourselves, and it's all about teamwork with God. You team up with God before you say I love you to someone, and then
that's great.
Okay, Akurumanzeve ndewako. I'll keep repeating this to you, our viewers. Akurumanzeve ndewako. Please take into consideration this Ramurpunza. It's good for all of us. We are also learning the same way you are learning. Thank you so much for joining us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Bye.